Hey guys, let's continue our lesson with linear equations graphing. Now, let's get right to the point. Now, let's cover a few of the basic fundamentals for graphing a simple equation. So, let's start with y is equal to 4x plus 2. Now, we know that this is a linear equation, and we know how to solve and how to find our m gradient and our y-intercepts. With these basic variables given, it should be very easy for us to draw our graph. But there's something else where we can find our x and y values separately in a more easier way. So basically what happens is it's more of logic rather than implementing different formulas. So what we do here is to get the certain x value, we replace x as the value we want. So for instance, if I want x to be 3, we input 3 to be x throughout the entire equation. And with that value, y would equate to the value we get for x is equal to 3. Now, this may sound confusing at the start, but let's just get to it. So let's find the value of x when x is equal to 4. Now, when I say for x is equal to 4, now I want us to find the coordinate. So where would this be according to the graph? So it has to be in this format, a coordinate. So we have y is equal to 4x plus 2. If x is equal to 4, just simply put x as 4. So y is equal to 4 multiplied by 4 plus 2. And that gives us y is equal to 16 plus 2, which is 18. So when x was 4, so that's 4, y is 18. And that's simply how you could do or just interpret the coordinate. Now, let's go for a different example. Let's see when x is equal to 2, we have y is equal to 4x plus 2. Simply replace x as 2, just as the same way we solved the previous one. Y is equal to 4 times 2 plus 2, and y is equal to 10. So, I believe so, our coordinate would be 2, 10. And let's see how to put this up into the coordinate. So, we're getting 2, 10. So, this is our x. So, this is our x. And this is our y. So, for 2, 10, this is 2 and this is 10. So, let's reach it up all the way here. And this gives us 2, 10. Let's take x as 0 and see what happens. And do you remember what I just said last time? When x is 0, you get your y-intercept. And when y is 0, you get your x-intercept. So let's find our y and x-intercepts. So we have y is equal to 4x plus 2. So let's find our y-intercept by replacing x as 0. So y is equal to 4 into 0 plus 2. So y is equal to 0 plus 2, which is equal to 2. So y should be 0, 2. So 0, 2. So 0 base and 2 right here. Sorry. Here, there we go. So 2 is here. So we know that this is the fixed angle here. Now let's find when x, let's see what happens when x is equal to maybe -1. Let's see what happens when you put x as -1. So y is equal to 4x, y is equal to 4x plus 2. And when x is -1, 4 multiplied by -1 plus 2 should give us the value of y. So y is equal to -4 plus 2, which is -2. And -1, -2 is our given answer. So -1, -2. So this is where we have it from. So that should go all the way right across there. Precisely, you're saying. So that should be the linear model of this certain equation. Now let's look at a different one. So as we got the simple and basic hang of it, let's just push ourselves again for a different example. y is equal to 2x plus 1. So let's find what happens when x is equal to 0, so we can get the y-intercept. So y is equal to 2 multiplied by 0 plus 1. So y is therefore equal to 1. So that's 0, 1. And 0, 1 comes right here. Now let's see what happens when x is equal to 1. So when x is 0, we're getting x to be 0, 1. Now when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2 times 1 plus 1. So y is equal to 2 plus 1, which is 3. So it becomes 1, 3. Now let's graph this in. So 1, 3. 1, 3, right there. Let's input a negative value, for instance. Let's put x as negative 1. If x is equal to negative 1, y is equal to 2 times negative 1 plus 1. So y is equal to negative 2 plus 1. Y is equal to negative 1. So we're getting negative 1, negative 1. Let's plot this in accordingly. So negative 1, negative 1 comes here. And there we go. We have 3 points, and that's efficient enough. And we can make our linear model. And that works. So these are two different types of linear models. And we were able to successfully find the two linear models by graphing it using the equation.